Most people think they cannot learn English because they are not smart enough, but that is not the truth. The real problem is not your memory, it is not your age, it is not your accent. The real problem is that your mind is too full of fear, too full of doubt, too full of old voices that say, you can't. Today, I want to show you something simple. The power of an empty mind. And before this video ends, you will understand why the moment you feel blank is actually the moment you are ready to grow. Stay with me, because this might change the way you see yourself forever. You sit with your notebook open. You watch an English video. You read one sentence, and suddenly your mind freezes. You forget simple words. Your heart beats faster. You think, why am I like this? Why can't I speak? You compare yourself to others. You see someone speaking fast English. You feel small. You feel behind. You feel embarrassed. But what you do not see is this. Your mind is not empty. It is crowded. Crowded with pressure. Crowded with fear of making mistakes. Crowded with the need to be perfect. When the mind is crowded, it cannot learn. Learning needs space, just like a room needs space to breathe. Imagine trying to pour clean water into a glass that is already full of dirty water. It will overflow, it will mix, it will not be clear. This is what happens when you try to learn English with a stressed mind. You try to add new words, but your head is full of fear. You try to speak, but your mind is full of self-judgment. You are not bad at English. Your mind is just too noisy. There was a young man named Armand. He wanted to move abroad. He needed English for a job interview. Every night, he watched English lessons. He wrote new words. He repeated sentences. But when he tried to speak, nothing came out. His mind went blank. He felt stupid. One day, during a practice interview, the teacher asked him a simple question. Tell me about yourself. Armand knew the answer. He had practiced it many times, but in that moment, his mind became empty. He stared at the floor. Silence. After the class, he walked home alone. He felt shame. He thought about quitting. He told himself, maybe English is not for me. But that night, something different happened. He did not open a book. He did not watch a video. He just sat quietly. He closed his eyes, and for the first time, he stopped fighting his thoughts. He noticed how loud his mind was. He noticed how every time he tried to speak, another voice said, "Don't make a mistake." He realized the problem was not English. The problem was fear. The next day, he tried something new. Before studying, he sat for 5 minutes in silence. No phone, no pressure, just breathing. When he studied, he did not try to be perfect. He allowed himself to make mistakes. And slowly, something changed. His mind felt lighter. When the teacher asked him again, "Tell me about yourself," he spoke, not perfectly, not fast, but clearly, because his mind had space. This is the shift. An empty mind is not a weak mind. An empty mind is a ready mind. When your mind is empty, it can receive. When it is calm, it can remember. When it is free from fear, it can speak. You do not need more information. You need less noise. Most people think learning English is about adding more vocabulary, more grammar, more practice. But real learning starts when you remove pressure, when you remove the need to impress, when you remove the fear of mistakes. The brain learns best in a relaxed state. When you are stressed, your brain goes into survival mode. In survival mode, you do not learn, you protect, you hide, you freeze. This is why your mind goes blank, not because you are stupid, but because you are scared, and fear blocks growth. Calm creates power. The first truth is this: silence is power. If you study with noise in your mind, you will forget. But if you sit for a few minutes before learning, just breathing slowly, your brain opens. Before watching an English lesson, close your eyes, take 10 slow breaths. Tell yourself, I am safe, I am learning, then start. This small habit can change everything. The second truth is this: mistakes are teachers, not enemies. Many students avoid speaking because they fear mistakes, but every time you speak wrong English, your brain adjusts. Imagine a child learning to walk. The child falls many times, but the child does not feel shame. The child just tries again. When you speak and make mistakes, you are walking. So speak one sentence every day, even if it is wrong. Say it out loud. Let it be imperfect. Confidence grows from action, not from perfection. The third truth is this: empty your identity. Many people say, I am bad at English. When you say this again and again, your brain believes it. It becomes your identity, and identity controls behavior. If you believe you are bad, you will avoid practice. Instead say, I am learning English. When someone asks you about your English, do not say, my English is weak. Say, I am improving my English. Your brain listens to you. Speak carefully. You are not behind, you are in progress. You are not slow, you are building foundations. Every word you learn is a brick. Every mistake you make is a lesson. Every blank moment is not failure. It is space, space for growth. When your mind feels blank before speaking, do not panic. Breathe. That empty space is not weakness. It is silence before strength. You are not weak. You are becoming disciplined. You are not confused. You are clearing your mind. You are not failing. You are practicing courage. Learning English is not only about language. It is about becoming calm under pressure. It is about training your mind. It is about building a new identity. Imagine yourself 6 months from now. You open your mouth. Words come out. Maybe not perfect, but confident. You understand more. You fear less. Not because English became easy, but because your mind became calm. And a calm mind is powerful. An empty mind is not empty. It is clear. It is focused. It is ready. So the next time you feel blank, do not run from it. Do not insult yourself. Do not quit. Sit in that silence, breathe, and begin again. You do not need to become someone else to speak English. You just need to remove what is blocking you. Clear your mind, and your voice will follow. You were never incapable. You were just crowded. Empty your mind and watch your world expand.